Doubles and coffee. What is wrong with us, Trinidad and Tobago? Our national security apparatus has collapsed under the People's National Movement, under Fitzgerald, Ethelbert, Narcolepsy, Sleepy, Sativa, $1 million wooden ladder, ride a horse with an 80-year-old boy in his lap and feel comfortable under Keith Christopher, pathological liar, Rowley, just totally collapsed. And yet, we allow the media to just ignore serious critical issues. Trinidad and Tobago, nearly 26,000 rounds of ammunition, Army grade 5.56 ammunition is missing, has been taken. Somewhere it is. Criminals have it, and I say criminals because once it moves out of the system of the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force and the regiment, out of the barracks, once it moved and nobody know where it is, whoever moved it, whoever broke protocol, whoever took it, wherever it is, it was done criminally. So criminals have it. Over 25,000 rounds in a state of emergency. And you're not understanding that Trinidad and Tobago has collapsed, that our national security has collapsed in a state of emergency. We in a state of emergency and that feeling normal. Some of y'all don't even understand that we in a state of emergency. Under this PNM, our commissioner of police was arrested, detained for over 48 hours and questioned. They make an issue about charging the SSA, that they in charge of political arm of the national security apparatus, where the PNM could influence and have the spyware from Israel and so on. Half was supposed to be with the SSA and half was supposed to be with the PNM arm, with the police, so that there was some sort of checks and balances. Fitzgerald, Ethelbert, Hines put the whole thing in the hands of the SSA, that they could do anything. And then Rowley come in Parliament and say, SSA, they're trying to commit a coup. All of this, 2 rifles, 2 with silencer come in, and Commissioner of Police questioned by a DCP, Deputy Commissioner of Police, appointed and promoted by the PNM, after she was on charges, and charges just mysteriously dropped for driving dangerously on the bus route and so on, allegedly bouncing a 14-year-old boy. But this DCP also was on a plane, a CARICOM jet, to go to Barbados. How she get on the jet with her other officers? Who asked for the impact jet? Who wrote CARICOM Secretary General to get through? Now we find out that Lima wife is the Assistant Secretary General, and we have no information on who allowed Trinidad and Tobago Police Service members to go on a plane to kidnap Brent Thomas over there in Barbados, cause the Barbados Constabulary to misbehave in public office, Barbados Attorney General to apologize, and for a judge to say that it was criminal, it was kidnapped, that Brent Thomas was kidnapped and his rights were breached without paperwork. There was no extradition, no charge. That DCP is, that lady, that officer is now a DCP who tried to charge the Commissioner of Police in a state of emergency. The Coast Guard had no vessels. They now give back 2, so Fitzgerald, Ethelbert, Narcolepsy say, but no schedule, no patrol. All the vessels park up. The Air Guard, down from 23 pilots down to 2. They have old plane with no radar, no helicopter flying in the state of emergency, and 25,000 plus rounds missing. And let me tell you something. This thing's so critical, all you wouldn't even understand. About 2 weeks ago approximately, I eaten my doubles. Enjoying, now finishing up one. I see a car fly down the road. I said that's a bit fast, so I took notice. The car make a turn about 300 meters down and was coming back up the road. So I taken notice of this car, why this person driving so. Pull up ID doubles man. Mr. Roberts, good morning. I said, good morning, sir, good morning. Come for a moment, please. I walk forward to the car. And a man told me, have you heard about 25,000 rounds of 5.56 ammunition missing from the barracks up in Kumoto? I said, no, sir. He took out his ID and showed me a green ID, army ID, official ID. He said, well, 4 days ago that occurred. Well, I didn't know what to do with the information. He drive off with the same speed. I had one more doubles with everything and medium pepper to eat, so I eat it. I jump in the car. I called Rudal Munilal one time, our United National Congress Minister, Shadow Minister of National Security. I said, Rudal Munilal, I'm giving you this information straight how I get it. Check it, vet it, use all your sources to find out if this madness is true. He get quiet when I tell him that. I could sense that he feel Anil talking stupidness. This could never be true. How 25,000 rounds of ammunition could get into the society in a state of emergency, out of the army, into the hands of who knows who. That could never be true. I could feel him. When I telling him that, I could feel him wondering, boy, what is that? And then when he hung up, I called one of the most qualified security people who has been involved in all arms of national security for the last 45 years. I said, boss man, this is the information I now get. Check it for me, vet it for me, use it, tell me. 8 minutes later, he messaged, he said, listen, I'm finding some weird, they're not answering me. I can't confirm. I can't tell you if it's true or not. But Anil, be very careful because that is a serious matter. So I zip my lip, I hush my mouth, me ain't say nothing. About 6 days later, I see some memes coming up on social media. 25,000 bullets missing and so on. I'm watching it, I send it from Muniland. Then about 6 days ago, I saw an official document from the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Staff saying that they had a committee appointed to investigate missing ammunition, 25,000 rounds, over 25,000 rounds missing. Now you see the cabinet finally come out and they had a cabinet meeting and they now appoint a team of retired police officers and so on to investigate the missing 25,000 rounds of ammunition, all confirmed that in a state of emergency in Trinidad and Tobago, where there have been over 50 murders, where the national security apparatus has collapsed, where the commissioner of police was under arrest, where they had to come and appoint an acting commissioner of police, where the SSA has collapsed and Rowley said they was committing a coup, where rifles reaching, where a former minister, a minister handing a weapon that we don't know why he had it, how he get it, who approved it, where it was, and why he handed it into the police. In this place where the Coast Guard is a waste of time, they have no diesel to patrol. Illegal immigration, drugs, cocaine, guns coming in. Over 50 murders, home invasions, fights, chopping, school fighting, all in a state of emergency. And 25,000 rounds of ammunition. And that is big bullet, it's not small bullet. One of them bullet ripping a hole through a human being, inches wide in diameter, killing you with one shot. Like over 25,000 people could dead. Them talking about who have them bullets, where them bullets, how they got them bullets, who took them bullets, how much they pay for them bullets, what is going on. We seeing bandit with all kind of gun. Gerald Hines talking, remember when the children had to duck down on the school, on the floor in Laventille, and we went through and investigated what a rifle with that bullet 5.56 could do and how far it could kill you from. 25,000 of that is outside there under the PNM incompetence, and all are we quiet, the media quiet, past people quiet, professionals quiet, business chambers quiet in a state of emergency. Boss, something wrong with we.